So today is New Year's Eve 2020, and it's kind of got me thinking a lot about being present. Frank is joining us this morning. Um, because, this whole scenario that has been played out over the past year or so, March, really, it's been going on since 2012 and before, but 2012 was the point where a lot of us started feeling it more. And you're probably in that group if you're listening to this video. But, there's nothing really known beyond this point. I haven't talked to anybody, and I'm connected with a lot of really powerful healers and gifted humans, and no one really knows what's going to happen. There are a lot of theories or speculation. But we don't really know. And so, for the first time in a long time, we are not being given the gift of sight into the future. And what I believe this is teaching us is just that we need to be present. We've gotten to the point where we are looking forward into the future more than we are being present. And it's hard to do. It's a balance. Everything's a balance, right? But, when you say, I'm looking forward to whatever event, or I can't wait until this is over, or, something like that, you're not present. And, to be present 100% of the time, that's something that Eckhart Tolle talks about a lot, and he seems to embody it really well. One of my really good friends said, I heard that the more spiritual you are, the more other people perceive you as boring. And I love that because, we are a society that has been programmed that things have to always be exciting and feel good, eat what tastes good, do what feels good, be with the people that make you feel good. And what this has done is it has divided us into groups where we have agreements to heal each other, because you're healing someone else if you tell them something that isn't true. And by the way, speaking your truth is about setting boundaries and saying what your truth is. So you're going to use a lot of I statements. So like, I'm not feeling like going to that party. Just really easy example. If you go to a party or a gathering of any kind and you don't really feel like you want to be there, then you are giving away your energy. You're giving that person the healing, because that way they don't have to deal with their pictures of rejection or expectation or whatever. So we've basically devolved into a society where we're giving each other healings all the time, and hardly any of us are speaking our truth. Now, a lot of times our truth will come out in anger, and this happens to all of us. It happened to me recently. But, that's okay. It doesn't have to, spill out into this huge mess. And if you're, my son actually observed that, when I go through something and I have some feelings about something, then I'll get, like, the anger will come up, and I'll speak my truth. Like, I didn't like that, I don't like it when you cook when I'm trying to go to bed, because I can smell it and it keeps me awake. That doesn't mean that I tell him he's wrong. That just means I'm speaking my boundary and speaking my truth. Because there's also the other part of, well, everything happens the way it's supposed to. So, it's just, there's so many different principles that we're being asked to break down right now. And everything that we thought worked before is not going to work anymore. And so, a lot of people also really were interested in what was happening on December 21st. And I experienced the day before, the 20th, I had a really difficult encounter with what I now know was a demon entity inside another person. And it scared me. It terrified me, actually. And I worked on that energy all day on the 20th. And then the morning of the 21st, I woke up and I felt so incredibly grateful. And just, I wrote on that for a couple of days. And then yesterday I had another kind of low day, but I knew, I've learned that when I'm having that kind of day, I just need to stay home and meditate and listen to frequencies and only do things that keep my vibration stable, because I don't have any extra energy to transmute a bunch of garbage. And you know, that's a whole nother subject. But what I really want to focus on today, and why I came on to make this video, was to really encourage everyone to just take this opportunity. It's kind of a reset. You know, the collective sees New Year's Eve and you know, the midnight New Year's Eve, a point of reset. And so you can, you know, you can tail onto that energy. I like to do that because anytime there's a big sporting event in my town right up the street from me, I don't participate in that, but everyone's really happy and excited, and I can participate in that energy. And so take advantage of any time the collective is on an up vibe, because when they're on a down vibe, you have to kind of, you know, hold your space. So you take the good and, you know, separate from the stuff that doesn't feel good. There's a lot of content that's going to be coming out this next year, and I'm actually really excited to be here with you guys. And those of you who listen to my videos, thank you so much, and please let me know how you liked this. Like, share, subscribe. I love you. Happy New Year.